Good morning, my dear listeners. It's indeed my pleasure to be back with yet another narrative called Habibi. As on any other day, the metro station was crowded with various nationalities. People rushed in all directions to start their day. Amelia's colleague was chatting happily with her about the gossips in their office. Amelia's citizenship as an Indian or Hina's citizenship as a Pakistani had never affected their friendship. They had been really close friends from the first time they met. Hina was commenting on the various nationality bonds they saw in each and every nook of Dubai. Amelia also nodded in agreement to this. Maybe Dubai might be one of those very few countries where the expats outnumbered nationals and where all nationalities stayed so well in harmony with each other. Her colleague nudged her elbow as the metro rail pulled into their station. Amelia followed Hina to the metro and took a seat. She heard a Lebanese man near her whispering to his female partner, Habibi, before he started his conversation. Habibi is an Arabic word which means dear or my love. Among Arab speaking nationalities, this word is very commonly used. Yet, when Amelia heard that word, she cringed with hatred, for that was the word he used to call her all these years while cheating on her. She used to enjoy the way he pronounced that. She believed in the sweetness he quoted it with, just like she believed in him. They had known each other for not a week or a month, but for the past 23 years. Like any other relationship, there were ups and downs in theirs too. They fought and then made up. There were weeks when they were together all the time. There were weeks when they were far from each other. There were days when she was super mad at him. There were days when they made love as if nothing else mattered. Whatever happened, they were happy just being together. For her, that was love. She would forget everything each time she looked at him. He brought in the same giggle and wonder each time they met, from her teenage days till now. Her world, her thoughts, her days were all spun around him. She used to say jovially that if she were to weigh all her fantasies, her relations, her likes, her belongings, money, health, and every single thing she owned in one side of the weighing scale, and then put her love for him on the other side, that side with her love for him would still weigh heavier. That was what he was for her. He was her world. Amelia believed he was happiest when with her. But then, what went wrong? He was into other women every time she stayed away on extended work trips. He slept around even when she was part of his life. And every time he did so, he shared his romantic encounters with her partially and acted as if he regretted those thoughts. He would conveniently hide the protruding parts and convey the meeting part. He dared to say, I love you, to her, even after doing all this. Amelia didn't know whether to trust him or her instincts. But when he had a second baby with someone whom he was living together with, she knew all those moments with him were fake. The love he showed, the words he spoke, the care he showed were all fake. But the harsh words he said to hurt her, the doubts that he showed, the insecurity he felt in their relation were all real. Her eyes welled up as the memories of her battered love came to her. Amelia pulled out her sunglasses from the side pouch of her bag and wore it to hide the tears that were urging to flow down. For Amelia, she had lost her faith in love, and not just in him. She vowed not to love a man ever again. No man was worth the purity of her love. Amelia swore to lead a life of solitude, even in this overcrowded world. She would rather die a loner than live a fake life with false promises. Amelia reminded herself of her decision not to accept him back into her life, whatever might come. Their metro halted at their destination stop. With a fitted smile on her lips, Amelia and Hina got down at the station. With her head held high, Amelia walked to the tall skyscraper where she was working, nodding to her friends' conversations. Amelia was no longer the fragile girl whom a man could easily use and discard. Life had taught her to evolve into a mature, independent, and successful consultant whom many corporates were bidding to employ. Thank you, dear friends, for listening to my podcast with the author. What you have been listening was an extract from my upcoming book, and the small narrative was named Habibi. Just as it was cited in the narrative, there are still many of us who are waiting for lost love to come back thinking it was their true love. Wait no more. Toxic relations are not needed. What is needed is peace of mind and self respect. Sharing my love and regards to all my listeners and wishing each one of you a great day. Thank you. This is Sindhu Nandakumar signing off.